And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. 2nd and 3. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there will be casualties.
Oh, wide open, complete. 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And oh, the Chiefs have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. He'll look to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it backer, check it backer. Slam, slam, slam.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw, and an alley to run. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Yellow.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He may try. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.